Ruud Van Nistelrooy interim. January clear-out, Erik Hag Man United sack verdict. The pressure is mounting on Manchester United boss Erik Hag following their dismal 3-0 defeat against Tottenham. United, who saw Bruno Fernandes just before halftime, were comprehensively beaten at home courtesy of goals from Brennan Johnson, Dejan Kulusevski, and Dominic Solanke. The Old Trafford club started on the back foot and went behind within 3 minutes as Johnson tapped home at the back post after Mickey van de Ven's fine solo run and cross. As United were preparing to go into the halftime break just one behind, Fernandes was shown a straight red card for a late challenge on James Maddison. That made the task even harder for Ten Hag's side, who went 2-0 down moments after the interval, with Kulusevski expertly tapping home from close range. Although United started to grow into the game, they were hit with a sucker punch in the 77th minute as Solanke fired the ball beyond Andre Onana. It ended 3-0, and there were boos from the United faithful after the full-time whistle. The defeat moves United down to 12th and behind Brentford on goal difference, having picked up just 7 points from their opening 6 Premier League matches. They have also lost their last 2 top-flight home matches, having suffered defeat to Liverpool by the same scoreline 4 weeks ago. Some have called for Ten Hag to be sacked after United's latest humiliating defeat, while others believe he deserves more time to turn it around. With this in mind, our Manchester Evening News writers deliver their verdict on his future and whether he should be dismissed. Karen King: For me, the time for Ten Hag to leave United has come. In comparison to Ange Postecoglou's Tottenham, like this fixture last season, United didn't look like they had a plan and a structure from the start. United appeared disjointed, disorganized, and dysfunctional. Considering Ten Hag has been in charge for almost 2.5 years, that is worrying, and it remains to be seen when or whether he will be able to change that. I am in the belief that he won't be able to put a successful style of football in place to challenge at the top of the Premier League, something United want to do on a regular basis, and therefore he should be sacked. The United board should do this before the crucial league trip to Aston Villa next weekend. Who should replace him? In order to give United more time to get a replacement over the line, I would put Ruud Van Nistelrooy, who joined United in the summer as Ten Hag's assistant, at the helm on an interim basis. As well as this, I would try and persuade Ipswich boss Kieran McKenna back to United. In other news, Paul Scholes blames unbelievable factor for madness in 0-3 loss. He identified the cause. Manchester United's league campaign shows no signs of picking up after Tottenham inflicted the latest defeat, this time 0-3 at home. Bruno Fernandes' red card undoubtedly made things more difficult for the team, but the performance wasn't much better when it was 11 versus 11. In truth, Tottenham looked like they barely needed to get out of second gear after the dismissal, which gave the feeling that United were making a comeback. It is now just 3 wins this season from 9 games, and the team is already firmly on the outside looking in at the league table. When a loss this comprehensive is handed to the team, there will always be numerous factors and players behind it, but Paul Scholes identified the root cause behind it as seen in moments of madness he saw unfold outside of the red card. Paul Scholes' assessment of unbelievable factor. Manchester United arguably started with their strongest XI at present, with the midfield, especially being the first choice trio when everyone is fit. Manuel Ugarte came in for his first league start alongside Kobbie Mainoo with Bruno Fernandes ahead of him. The dreams of a new combination forming were dashed in the 2nd minute itself when Van de Ven sprinted through the whole United midfield and defense to cross for Spurs. Paul Scholes' assessment of unbelievable factor. Manchester United arguably started with their strongest XI at present, with the midfield, especially being the first choice trio when everyone is fit. Manuel Ugarte came in for his first league start alongside Kobbie Mainoo with Bruno Fernandes ahead of him. The dreams of a new combination forming were dashed in the 2nd minute itself when Van de Ven sprinted through the whole United midfield and defense to cross for Spurs. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.